So apart from that, nothing else is getting accessible. See some errors actually. So show my console. Chalo. So far, let it be a doubt session or something for a couple of minutes, and then we'll think what we could do, because I need instances to demonstrate you something. It could not be explaining something all the day, right? So just a quick round of any doubts. It's okay. Hey, this sounds great. No one is having any doubts, huh? So should I ask now?
Vandana?
Yeah, tell me something.
Yeah. So in Git yesterday,
Hmm.
so we have hello.
Yeah, tell me, Satvik. I'm here.
Yeah. So we have three different WRs for three different local repositories, right? So why do we need to have three different WRs instead of that we can have a single one?
Huh. So here you called it as a repository, right? So we have a different repository for a different project usually. For every different project, the best practice is to maintain a different, it's not entire project, but in one project there are multiple applications. So for every application we do maintain a different repositories or projects, I do call them. So why do we maintain them differently is first one, code setting in this let's say each one is a different application. This application and this application both are different, okay, and they don't have any dependency or something to be tied up together. First thing. So if even though they have a dependency, why they place them separately is that see, let's say I have to build a project, okay, cloning both of them together, then only I'll be able to build it, right? So you can
Yeah.
see that Spanner, it's very clear that they both have a dependency. Then why are you not listing them under one? First, the directory structures could be different, okay, first thing, the directory structures could be different. And the second one is, um if you place it under a same repository, if there is some issue with the repository, the entire thing doesn't work even, okay? So divide it, make it simple, okay? So there is one more strategy which I spoke about, branching. So why we not using a different branches? All branches are at some point of the other merged to the master, okay? So if they are merged to a master, it is something like you have A to Z, okay? You have mixed all, it's written A, B, C, D separately, differently, under a downline. But when they are all merged together, they all become A to Z together, right? Well, so any issue separating the alphabet from that string becomes very difficult, right? So it's for first thing is code complexity doesn't increase, okay, and it is a small sort of repository. No, small means partitioned. It is easy to maintain it, okay. So that's the reason why they divide it and use. And they don't use a branch because a branch needs to be merged back to a master at some point of the time. So only a branch is created whenever it has to be re-merged back to a master. Unless or until it will never be created.
Okay.
Satvik, I'm able to answer your doubt?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, Vandana, got it.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking about it, we can connect actually in two ways, through SSH or to HTTPS. Okay, depends on the way in which we choose. Okay, for SSH we need to copy and paste the private key of an instance here. Okay, or private key of an instance to which you want to get connected. You need to copy and paste it over here. That's the way in which it gets connected. Okay. Okay. So far I've given you, a couple of assignments. So probably I guess you have worked on it. So let's discuss if anyone has any doubts on it.
So far, with the shell scripting, I have done with the assignment perfectly. But coming to Python, I haven't taken the requirement correctly. I asked Shiva if he could give me anything, I mean, get anything from you, but I haven't got
Okay.
any requirement. So if there's anything that I could work on,
Yeah.
I'll do.
Yeah. Wait. Let's see. I'll tell you. Mm, so requirement was something. Okay. But do something like this. We have seen inheritance, right? So the earlier requirement was something with functions, I guess. I don't remember it even. Okay. So Funny, do you remember what was the earlier assignment?
No, no.
Okay, put it aside. So I'll give you fresh assignment. Okay. So let's see, probably concepts. So first, use loops. Okay, using loops, if whatever you want to. Okay, if while or whatever you want to. Okay, it's up to you. So now take it. Okay, take that loop in. No, you should be able to take the integer value range from the command line. Okay, it is always from 1 to, what is the upper limit? That should be taken from the command line, 10 or 100 or 200, whatever it is. Okay, so whatever numbers you get, okay, you should keep on checking it whether, okay, whether it is a multiple of, it's a, sorry, it's divisible by whether it's an odd number or an even number. Okay, so if it is an even number, go ahead and check if it is divisible by 4. Okay, and if it is an odd number, go ahead and check if it is divisible by 3 or 5. Okay, so if those divisible by 3. Okay, if they are if it's an odd number, print that odd number, and if it is an even number, print that even number, and tell us whether it's a multiple of 4 or a multiple of 3, if at all it is. Okay, so that is one. Okay, next, print a pyramid. Probably you might have done it earlier, but it would give you a very good exposure programming. So we use a pyramid. First one, check if number is odd or even, and the same multiple of 3 or 4. Second one, print pyramid. So it should be something like this. From center. One should be printed once. We might have done it in different programming. Try it out. Trust me, it will help you a lot. So print it till how much ever number you want, it should be able to print it. So number should be taken as an input from command line, and then that is you want it to print till a pyramid of 4 or pyramid of 5 or pyramid of 10 or pyramid of 20, you have to decide it and then print it. So there is a strategy for it. First, it's not a simple program. How we write another one is, first think how much is the amount of spacing that should be there from here to here. That depends on the number of you give as a number, you give as an input, like it's 4 or 5 or 10 or 20. Based on that, the spacing should be there. Okay. And rest, when should these letters numbers be printed and how much is the spacing between them. A lot of calculations. It would be a nested loops. It would be nested loops. Okay. So think and complete these two programs. Okay. Tomorrow, first I'll ask you about this. Okay. So very simple. Whatever notes I've shared with you, that is enough to complete this. Don't worry about the higher end concepts or more stuff, because I'll give you all programs only to refer actually. So it would be a set of programming. So I've been working on it. It's a sort of long programs which I'm writing. So that's a different scenario. It's a very simple one which I've given you. We all know how it works. If we don't know also, no problem. First, think how much should be the spacing. Let's say I've given n is equals to 20. So from here my 5 starts. Okay. Here 6, 7, probably 8 from here. Then what about 9? It will not come as a perfect one. So try it out to print it, then you'll understand what is the spacing you should be providing and how many letters of spacing it should have. Think about all of it, okay? And then print a pyramid. This pyramid will give you a lot of exercise, okay? So just try to complete both of them. That's really enough, okay? So Python, okay. So I want you to go through some more concepts before I start off. Probably I'll be starting them tomorrow because I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll be starting them anyways by tomorrow because this issue has to be resolved today. I took a support thing. So I've taught you what is JIT. Just see, okay? GitHub, okay? Just see what it is, okay? So another topic to be looked into is Jenkins. As soon as we are done here, we'll be starting it off there. So let's see what is Jenkins, okay? So, and a third one, what are different web servers we have and how do we deploy or how do we install different type of web servers, okay? So just go through these topics. That's why I actually joined late. So, but I thought I'll give you some work. If you have any doubts, I'll wait for some time. You can just ask them. No problem. Even at basic questions or silly stuff, you can do ask me. Okay. Okay, chalo, let me ask them.
Spandana?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how complicated will be their like real world scripts like in the company environment? Like what scripts are we expected to write?
Okay, so mostly you will be doing scripting for automation. Okay, coming to DevOps role, you will be doing a scripting for automation. So automation from where? That's a different scenario. So you can automate environment from Jenkins. Okay, that's one. You can write scripts and place it in the environments and then make sure that the scripts are triggered. That's the second story. So now how are you going to, for what purpose? Let's say I have I might need a regular script. My workspace needs a cleanup at a regular period of time first, or else I have to keep on checking if my disk utilization is how much extent. Okay, or else something like this would be. So I have a deployment process going on. Okay, so now I know how it is happening. So a small script should be written to automate it. To automate the process, we write a small script. Nothing script would have nothing else, but whatever you're doing manually, that you try to write in a script. It is more or less using the same commands, but in a proper way actually. So don't worry too much about scripting. It is easy only. And in a real environment, tools you'll be working on mostly. So Jenkins, which I'm telling you, I'll be teaching you after this. So that is one place which is actually it's a most important tool to learn and work on. So it has got a huge functionality. So automation will be done from that tool. So scripts will be written inside that tool to automate things from that from the same tool. Okay, so it is more or less for automation purpose. You're not going to fetch data, or probably you're not going to do a lot of stuff there, but it's for automation. But it's better always to have some programming knowledge, because if there is issue with code, yeah, you should be able to look into it rather than raising a help and standing there as if though we are a non-technical people. We should have some exposure to coding as well. That's why I'm teaching you. Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
good. So okay, I'll give you steps assignment when I'll be in Jenkins. So as of now, this would be the work which you'll be completing by tomorrow, I guess, probably, because you have some time now. Probably I'll wind up in next 5 minutes, so that you'll be left with 30 minutes now, and 30 minutes if you can spare. 1 hour is more than enough for these two programs. Okay, just complete it off. If you can complete it, probably if you're completing it, um, or if you are facing any issues, just let Shiva know so that I'll get in touch with you. Okay. So then, quickly start off working on this program. So anyone has any doubts in writing this program can wait. Others can leave. Okay. So the first best part to write this, what do you say, pyramid is, it should start off with a sequence like this actually. I'm giving you a hint. It is the same thing, right? Arranged with proper format. So just see how you can write this and then start off. Shiva? Shiva?
Yes, Spandana.